Hello everyone, I am Chervit. We are from team Byte Builders, and we are the team of three, and the remaining team members were Sai Krishna and Karthik. And we three developed a website called BMI Calculator, which calculates the BMI index of a person and specifies a diet plan. And I will show you the website. And this is the website. This is the website's homepage, and in this website everybody can calculate their BMI index and get a specific diet plan. And the main three functionalities of this website were real-time BMI categories and diet plans. And the website works on this. Firstly, the real-time BMI. In this, the user can see the BMI formula, how the BMI index is calculated, and the formula was weight by height square, and weight is taken in kgs and height is taken in meter parameters. With this formula, the BMI index is calculated. And nextly, the BMI categories, when we get into it, the based on the user's BMI index, um, he's specified to a separate category based on his BMI index, like underweight, normal, or overweight and obese. Based on his BMI category, the diet plans will be issued to the user based on his BMI index, BMI category. Every category has their specific diet plan. And let's sign into the website. And we take three credentials from the user: username, mail, and password. And this is how the website looks. And here we take the height and weight parameters, the height in centimeters and weight in kgs. Let's do a test run. Let's take height of 150 centimeters and weight like 50 kgs. And after clicking on calculate BMI, it gives you the BMI index like 22.2. It calculates by the formula I showed you. I showed you. And based on the BMI index, it categorizes the user. And after when the user need a diet plan, when he click on the generate diet plan, a specific diet plan is issued to the normal category person. The diet plan will be like this. It will be issued from breakfast to dinner, and he will get a tip to how to maintain, how to do for a workout plan. And let's change the parameters. Let's take like 80 kgs. I think yes, it is obese, and he goes into the obese category. And after clicking on the generate diet plan, and again he will get from breakfast to dinner. But for every category, the diet plan will be separately issued. That means every category has their own diet plan. And he will also get a tip. And this is how the website works. And the remaining code part will be explained by my friend Sai Krishna.
Hello everyone, this is Sai Krishna. Now I am going to explain the code structure of the BMI web app. This is the code structure that we are going to follow to understand the code in this web app. Firstly, we are going to discuss app.js. The first 6 lines of the code is in order to import the main core libraries from the Firebase app. They are initialize app, get auth, and on auth state change and sign up. These four main functions are used in order to sign in, login, or in order to access the data from the Fire store. And next, Firebase config. It is an object in which stores the data in a key value pairs, which is used to store mainly the user's Firebase account holders main key credentials. Next, we are going to initialize the app by the keyword called initialize app, and this auth initialization also will be done here. This auth initialization is used in order to check whether the on-off state change or sign in or any login credentials type. And next part of code on-off state change. In this, we are going to check whether the user present already logged in our website or not. If the user was not logged in, we redirect him to login page to login to login him. If the user was login already logged in, then we redirect him to dashboard page. Next, next logout functionality. This is used in order to just log out the user from the current dashboard page, and he will be redirected to the login page. Nextly, we are going to discuss the dashboard page. This is the nav section in which we have the our title BMI logo title and a button for the logout functionalities. Next, a welcome message for the user, and we have two input fields like height, weight. Height will be taken in centimeters and weight will be taken in the kgs. And these two inputs are required. So we keep a keyword called required keyword, and we also provide a button in order to calculate the BMI, and a div to show the result, and also another div in order to generate the diet plan of the specific character which is generated after the calculation of the BMI. And this generation of this diet plan will be done dynamically through the JS. Now let's see the dashboard JS page. And the first two lines are used in order to import the core libraries from the Firebase as we say in app.js. And this Firebase config is an object which is used in order to store the Firebase account holder key credentials in a key value pair. And the next two lines are used in order to initialize the app and auth. And these elements are used um, to get access from the dashboard HTML page. For example, the user giving his height, weight in an input fields with the div class name of height and weight. With this class name, we can get the an instance of height by the element called get element by id. By this, we can have an access of that particular input field. And next, similarly, we have these all fields. Next, on or state changed. It is used in order to check whether the user was logged in our website. If the user was already logged in, then by using the user's credentials, for example, this user parameter is an object, so it contains a display name as well as user ID as well as token. From that, we are going to display the his username. For example, if this part is done, then welcome message will be shown like this: welcome. For example, in our demo, we have name called Sai. Welcome Sai. If it was not working, then we store a local storage with the name of username, and it will be retrieved by the keyword get item. If this not work, this will be get into the charge. If it is also not work, then we will directly segregate the email portion before the at the rate. For example, test at the rate Gmail. If these two are not work, then at the rate before part like test will be coming to the web page. And if the user was not logged in, he will be redirected to the login page. Next, the logout function in order to sign out the user, and he after the sign out function, he will be redirected to login phase. Next, a variable current category. This variable is used in order to initialize the category of that user, particular user, after the calculation done by our side, and it will be initialized by the let variable because a user can able to check with the different parameters. So we initialized this current category with let keyword. Next, add event listener. It is a keyword which is used to a button or any other div. It is mainly main functionality is if the user click the calculate button, then it will this async function will be started. Here the height and weight will be taken from the user and they will be converted into the floating. And this function is used in order to convert the normal value into normal value means a integer value or a double value. Anything is converted into a float value. And here we will do a basic validation like we need both values, right? So if one of them were not given, please enter a valid height or weight. Next, this part is used to calculate the BMI value, and the after calculation the value will be stored in this BMI variable. And here we are going to check the BMI value and assign the category. If the BMI value is less than 18.5, then he will be initialized with underweight, or else normal, overweight, obese. Likewise, we assign the category to the user, and after we will show the result to the user with this inner HTML. And also we will show the button with the label called generated diet plan for you. By this the user can generate his particular plan based on this current category. When this when this button was clicked, this render diet plan will be called by passing this current category parameter. Next, this render diet plan will be come into action when the button was clicked, and the data we kept in a object form with four labels: underweight, normal, and overweight. Based on the category that the event listener sent, it will segregate the diet plans data. For example, if the category was underweight, then this part of the data will be sent to this render diet plan. If the category was normal, then this part of the data will be sent to this render diet plan. From that, we are destructuring the meals and tip variables in this diet plans of the category, and these meals and tips are displayed on the UI. Next, index.html page. In this, we have an add section with our logo, title, and home and login and sign up anchor text, and we have a welcome message. Next to as we seen in our demo video, we have three feature cards like real-time BMI and BMI categories and diet plans. When the user tries to click it, a function on pop-up will be evoked, and it will show the particular details of that current card. Next, now let's see the login page. We seen the same nav section of the index page also with a logo and three anchor tags. Next, a form container with two input fields, email and password, and these are two required fields. So we have kept with a required keyword. Next, we also provide a button tag, and if the user don't have any account in our Firebase or in our web app, then he will be redirected to the sign up page with the anchor tag. Next, let's see the login page, and this part is used in order to import the core libraries, and this is the auth initialization, and this two are used to get the instances of the HTML pages classes with login form and error message. Next, form.add event listener of submit. This part of code explains that when the user have provided his credentials like email, password, he tries to click the submit button. When the submit button was clicked, this async function will be called. Next, email password. The data which the user given will be collected with this code like form.email.value, and the email has to be trimmed because the because we in the signing we when the user provide his email, we trim it. So when the user tries to log in, at that time also we have to do trim. Trim is nothing but in order it removes the spaces from the start and ending positions. Next, password, and we have to check basic validations like if email was not given or if password was not given, we have to send a friendly error message like please enter your email or please enter your password. Next, if these basic validations are perfectly all right, then we go to this try block. When the parameters are given, then this sign in with email and password will be called with the three parameters: our instance of auth and our email and password. When the database have this particular email and password, then it will returns the true. Then he will be redirected to dashboard page. If there occurs an error, then there are mainly three types of causes. Like if that particular user was not present in our database, like user not found, then no user found with this email, this only friendly error message will be shown on the UI. Or if by mistake if the user given a wrong password, for example our main basic validation of the password is to maintain a 6 characters. If the by mistakenly if user given 5 characters, then we can say that incorrect password, or any other wrong password he given, we can show that incorrect password. And if by mistakenly if he given a wrong email, invalid email format, instead of at the rate, by mistakenly we can sometimes keep hashtags. Like at that moment we can show this friendly error message, and this can be achieved through the switch statements. Next, sign up page. Similarly, login page we also have in a section with same categories of logo and anchor tags. Next, here in this sign up form, we are going to take three fields like name, email, password. The name is taken in order to show the welcome message, uh, welcome site. Likewise, this name is used, and this email and password are used in order to login credentials. And we also provide a sign up button, and if the user already have an account, then we allow him to redirect to login page with this anchor tag and a paragraph tag to show the error message. Next we will see the sign up yes. Next, this part of line is tells the importing of the main core libraries from the Firebase, and this auth initialization, and these are HTML initializations, like with document.getElement by ID of sign up form and error message also. Next, form dot add event listener of submit means when the user provide his credentials, he try to click the submit button. At that moment we have to call this async function, and we will collect the data that have given by the user, like name, email and password. And this name and email are trimmed here uh, with the function called trim. And we have to check three basic validations, like if the user not provide his name, then we have to show a friendly error message like please enter your name. Or if the user doesn't provide his email, then we have to show the please enter your email. And if password was not given, or if else sometimes the user might not have the basic like uh, if he given less than 5 characters of his password, which is very weak, then he will be shown with password must be at least 6 characters. And if these three basic validations are perfectly alright, then we go to this try block and create here. This is a sign up page, right? So we just create user with email and password. And for this also we have to provide three parameters like auth, email and password. And if the first to successfully create an account of our user in our database, then it will return an user credential object. In that object we contain a user id and token and other parameters like cookies, etc. From that we are going to take the user, so user credential dot user.
Dorei.
And this
Dorei.
why we are taking means in order to display his name onto the dashboard. And also we are going to set that item into the local storage. And if this all works perfectly, we will be redirected to the dashboard page. If there occurs an error message, then we will show that error message. In this place also we can keep this friendly error message by using the switch statements. Next, style.css. For all the pages, dashboard HTML, index HTML, login HTML, sign in HTML, we maintain a single style.css with a neat, proper, and best UA code. Thank you.
Hi guys, this is the overview of web application called BMI. It stands for Body Mass Index, which is used to uh, used for physical health. Check for the health status. It is a health application built to calculate the body mass index using the height and weights of the user. It provides the real-time feedback on the physical health based on their height and weight. It is designed very simply for user to use this. We have the key features in this. It includes BMI calculation, responsive UI, real-time feedback, Google Firebase authentication, user history, and interactive design. BMI calculation is used to calculate the BMI using the user input of weight and height. Responsive user interface is very helpful with the user in desktop and mobile devices. Real-time feedback user can take the feedback based on their BMI status and their weight. Um, Google Firebase authentication. We use the Google Firebase as the database to store the data of the BMI web application user history. User can check their growth through the history of their BMI and interactive design. This web application is designed very interactively and have smooth animations in it. And we use the technologies as Firebase. We already said that Firebase is the database which is used to store the details of the web applications of BMI, and these are the web technologies we have used: HTML, CSS, JS. These are the web applications used for styling and structure and interaction of the web application. This is the structure of the project. Here we can see that the files of app.js, dashboard.html, and so on up to style.css. This is a this is about the customer access and authentication. Customer can log in with their Google accounts or mail IDs or passwords. Authentication, it is a very secure system using the Google sign-in as through the Firebase authentication, and uh, this concludes that. Here we see the web images of the web page, home page, login and sign up pages, and the main page. We have already seen this before, and this is the structure of the database. Here we have the in which we have stored two types. In which one is used store users records and another one is used to store the BMI records. Users records used to store UID, BMI history, and BMI records can be used to store using user ID, weight, and height. And it also includes BMI category and date times. These are the images of that. Next, future edges that we are going to implement in the web applications of BMI. BMI history graph. Yeah, we are going to create the history graph in the web application of BMI, in which user can easily check their transformation from time to time, which is very helpful for that download report. We can also download that graph uh, using the web application. We have also think that we could also integrate into the mobile application, which is very helpful for many people. And we also include the health tips section, which includes diet, exercises, which is going to help to improve their physical health, and reminder notifications that is just normal for any other web application, and multi-language support, which is used to for many people to understand other than English their language. This web application has no language barrier, and this is the contributions of three team members. We have a glitch there. And these are the references we have used of Firebase, BMI formula reference, and GitHub link and YouTube link. We can see there if we open that. This is the GitHub repository of our web application called BMI. We can see that here we have readme.mp, and we have some files: app.js, dashboard.html, dashboard.js, index.html, login.html, login.js, style.css. These are the files we have in this GitHub repository, and we also have Firebase authentication. Firebase authentication. This is the introduction to Firebase authentication. You can see the capabilities and the user manual of the Firebase. This is the Firebase authentication, and this is about the obesity and the health of the where we can take the BMI idea from. This concludes the topic of web application called BMI, and thank you.